If you invest 5 million naira in a mutual fund, how much will you make on a monthly basis? Now, let's say you invested the sum of 5 million naira in a mutual fund. You don't need to add any other money into that 5 million naira that you've invested in mutual fund. You don't need to add any money. You just invested the sum of 5 million in a mutual fund. How much can you potentially make on a monthly basis? Now, I am going to list 3 categories of mutual fund, and I am going to be talking about how much you can potentially make in each of these categories on a yearly basis as well as on a monthly basis, so you can be able to understand the 3 categories, the difference between these categories of mutual fund, and be able to know the one you feel you can be able to invest your 5 million naira and how much you are also going to be making out of the 5 million naira on a yearly basis as well as on a monthly basis. So if this is what you really want to watch, then I recommend you do something that is totally free to do. What is that? Go ahead and click the like button of this video in exchange of the value you are about to get in today's video. And I personally want you to join this awesome family by clicking on the subscription button. Go ahead and smash the subscription button, but please see, after you must have smashed our subscription button, please don't forget to turn on the bell notification beside the subscription button. It is going to notify you anytime we upload informative video just like this one you are watching. Now, with all this being said and done, I believe you've clicked the like button and you've joined the family. Let's get straight into the video. So I am going to start with the first category of the mutual fund, which is money market mutual fund. Now, money market mutual funds simply means you giving a professional fund manager your money to invest for you and give you a certain percentage. That is just what you will need to know about money market fund, pass like this. All right, so let's say you invested the sum of 5 million naira into money market mutual fund, right, at the rate of 16% per annum. How much will your 5 million naira make for you in a year? So your 5 million naira is going to make the sum of 800,000 naira for you in a year. And when you want to know how much you can be able to make on a monthly basis, then that means that your 5 million naira can be able to make the sum of 66,667 naira every single month. Now remember, this is not you working for this money. This is your money doing the heavy lifting for you. This is your 5 million naira making extra money for you even when you are sleeping. Now, how cool is that? Now, another thing you need to know about money market fund is that when it comes to your capital is guaranteed, right? And when it comes to the returns you are going to be making, let's say it's going to be kind of fixed. So even if the 16% is going to fluctuate, it can fluctuate from 16% down to 15 point something percent or 15%. It hovers around 15%, 15 point something percent to 16%. So this is how much your 5 million naira can make for you if you can be able to invest it in money market mutual fund. 800,000 naira in a year, 66,667 naira every single month. How cool is that? Now, since you've known how much your money can be able to make for you, or how much your 5 million naira can be able to make for you if you invest it in money market mutual fund, let's move over to the second category of the mutual fund, which is balanced fund, right? So if you invested your money into balanced fund, right, they are going to divide your money, your 5 million naira, into 2. So let's say they are going to put 40% of your 5 million naira invested into treasury bill and the commercial paper. That is where your 5 million naira is going to be invested into if you are making use of the second category of the mutual fund, right? You invested your 5 million naira into balance fund. They are going to invest, let's say, 40% of that, your 5 million naira, into treasury bill and commercial paper. Now, before you ask me what is the difference between treasury bill and commercial paper, it's very simple. Now, treasury bill simply means you borrowing money to the government for them to use it and do whatever they want to use it to do, right? And in turn give you a certain percentage of that money you borrowed to them. Now, in the other hand, that we have commercial paper. This is you borrowing a very well-known establishment or company your money for them to use it and do business and also give you a percentage in a certain duration of time, right? So this is just the difference between the treasury bill and the commercial paper. Now, the remaining 60% of your 5 million naira is going to be invested into the shares of company like stock market, right? And also, as the name implies, balanced fund. They are going to balance this your capital in a way that the treasury bill and commercial paper that they invested the 40% of your 5 million naira is going to be kind of giving you a certain fixed amount of return, and also going to be helping the 60% that they invested into stock. So if the 60% that they invested into stock is doing well, you are already getting a steady return in the 40% invested in treasury bill and commercial paper. But if something happens and the stock market is not doing well, right, this 40% invested in treasury bill and commercial paper is also going to be yielding a steady return to help the 60% in stock market that is not doing well. Now remember, your capital this time around is not guaranteed, right? And the percentage you are going to be making is still not going to be guaranteed, right? But let's say we invested 5 million naira into balance fund and it is going to be giving us 30% per annum. Then how much is our 5 million naira going to make for us in a year and also on a monthly basis? Now invest the 5 million naira into the balance fund at 30%. We are going to be making the sum of 1.5 million naira. Now how cool is that? But if you now want to know how much you can be able to make on a monthly basis, then you are going to be making the sum of 125,000 naira every single month at 30% per annum. Now how cool is that? Your money is the one working this money for you, not you. You could even be sleeping while your money is generating this extra cash for you, right? So since you've known what your 5 million naira can make for you when you are making use of the money market fund, the first category, and also the second category, which is balance fund, let's move over to the third one. But before we move over to the third one, I want you to do something. In fact, I need to let you know what research said. Now research said that 90% of you that watches my video do not use to like the video, and I'm beginning to wonder what could be the problem. Please, I want you to disgrace that research by clicking the like button of this video. If this is the first time you are coming across my channel, I'm Leo and I create videos around online and offline businesses and how you can be able to make money online and offline. I really want you to join this awesome family by clicking on that subscription button. Yes, click on the subscription button and turn on the bell notification. Now with all this being said and done, let's still move over to the third category of the mutual fund, which is equity mutual fund. Now, equity mutual fund is a high risk form of the mutual fund. The money market fund is a low risk, the balance fund is a medium risk, and then the equity fund is a high risk. Now, this time around, they are going to invest your 5 million naira into shares of companies like stock market, right? So the money we are going to be making is going to determine on how well the stock market is doing. If the stock market is doing really well, you are going to make a whole lot of money. But if the stock market is doing poor or badly, it is going to affect not only your capital, it is also going to affect your returns or your profits. Remember again, your capital is not going to be guaranteed, as well as the returns you are going to be making for your capital. None of them is going to be guaranteed. Now, but how much can you make if you are going to invest your 5 million naira into this equity mutual fund? So if you invest your 5 million naira into this equity fund at 40% per annum, you are going to be making the sum of 2 million naira. How cool is that? 2 million naira on a yearly basis. But if you now want to know how much you can be able to be making every single month, then you are going to be making the sum of 166,667 naira. How cool is that? Your money is the one doing the heavy lifting for you while you are even sleeping. Remember, before you go ahead and say, this equity I will do, calm down. Your capital is not secured, your profit is also not going to be secure. But are you going to make a whole lot of money? of course you are going to make a whole lot of money. So this is what you need to know about these three categories of the mutual fund, which is money market mutual fund, balance fund, equity mutual fund. Now let me just kind of recap so that you can have a better understanding of how much your 5 million naira can make in each of these categories. Now the first category, which is money market fund, invest your 5 million naira into it, you are going to be making a sum of 800,000 naira every year, and when it comes to on a monthly basis, you are going to be making 66,667 naira. Your capital is secured. The interest or return you are going to be getting is kind of fixed. Let's say 16%. If it is going to fluctuate, it can fluctuate from 16% to 15% or 15 point something percent, right? So this is how much you can make using the first category, 800,000 naira every year and 66,667 naira on a monthly basis. Now the second category, which is balance fund, you are going to be making the sum of 1.5 million naira at 30% per annum. And when you are going to bring it down on a monthly basis to know how much you can be able to make on a monthly basis, then you can be able to make 125,000 naira on a monthly basis. Remember, this time around your capital is not going to be guaranteed. The returns you are going to be getting is not going to also be guaranteed, right? Now let's move over to the third one, which is the equity mutual fund. This time around, you are going to be making the sum of 2 million naira at 40% per annum. And if you want to know how much you can be able to make on a monthly basis, then you are going to be making the sum of 166,667 naira. How cool is that? Now, this percentage that I listed here is past performance and current performance, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be the future performance. It doesn't guarantee future performance. It could go up, it could still come down, right? So this is what you need to know about these three categories of mutual fund and how much of 5 million naira invested in each of these mutual fund can potentially make you on a yearly basis and on a monthly basis, right? So let me know in the comment section, which one do you think you would want to invest your 5 million naira into? I really want to know in the comment section. Is it money market fund? Let me know in the comment section. Is it balance fund? Is it equity mutual fund? Please let me know in the comment section. In case you have a different opinion entirely that you would want to invest that your 5 million naira into, still let me know in the comment section. I really want to be there to answer any question that you have. Now, I invested over 2 million naira into money market fund using Stanbic IBTC, and I made a video showing how much I was able to pay. I got paid investing over 2 million naira in money market fund using Stanbic IBTC. So if that is what you really want to watch, then I recommend you click on the video you are seeing on the screen right now, and I will definitely see you on the other side. Keep winning. Yes, don't forget that. Keep winning, and always know that Leo is rooting for you. And until when I'm going to respond or see what you are going to type in the comment section, and also when I'm going to see you on the video on the screen, right? See you in the comment section as well as the video. Bye, comrade.